Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron and today is the last of my New Year's content that I've been doing. First I did my New Year's resolutions video back in December last year. A few days ago I posted my New Year's tag. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing 6 things that I learned in 2021. A few of the many things that I learned in 2021. It was teachable. I don't know if that's a word. I learned a lot in 2021. So I thought I'd share a few of those with you guys. So before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and turn on my post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Number one thing that I learned in 2021 is that I like it when I feel like I'm being productive. I don't know, I just kind of feel like a bum when I'm not being productive. And not all the time, because sometimes I think it's important to take a break and relax. And I'm definitely a person who knows how to relax. I know how to chill. I got up early, I got a lot of things done, and when it hits noon, I already finished a whole bunch of stuff. I just feel like, wow. I just feel so productive and I feel like I got a lot of things done throughout my day, and it just makes me feel good. But I think it's okay to have a lazy day here and there. I definitely have those. So I think it's good to take time to relax, but you don't want to be too much of a bum, then that just makes you feel lazy. I don't want to feel lazy. I like when I feel like I'm getting things done and I'm being productive, and I have a schedule and I have a list of things to do, and I check all those things off my list. When I get it all done, even before noon, even before 1, that's even better. Even though I'm not really a morning person, so getting up early kind of gets me sometimes, but I'll get there at some point. That's one thing I learned in 2021. That makes me feel good inside when I feel like I'm being productive. I like that feeling. The second thing that I learned in 2021, I think I might have said this before, but we're just gonna repeat it. I can do anything that I set my mind to. I just feel like if I'm determined enough, if I'm ambitious enough, I can achieve any goal that I've set for myself. So basically with my weight loss journey, I didn't have a goal of how much weight I wanted to lose, but I knew the number kinda, but I wasn't hardcore about it. But I knew it was gonna take some work, but I got there. I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there. When I started working out every day, when I started changing my eating habits, when I really set my mind to losing weight, I did it. And it was hard. I'm not saying it was easy, definitely not. And even in school, when I tell myself I want to get an A in this class, or I want to get at least a B in this class, if I set my mind to it, then I can do it. Or even with tests, I don't really test well. Or maybe just I don't really study well because I tend to not study for tests. If I set my mind to it and I say I need to get a good grade on this test, if I actually sit down and study and actually read the book and actually take notes and set my mind to achieving that goal of getting a good grade on that test, I can do it. And it's wow, it's almost mind-blowing, because it's you can really do anything if you just put effort into it, if you just try hard enough. And that's not just gonna say I just get everything I want if I just put effort in, because I put effort into stuff that I didn't get. I feel like if it's meant for you, then it will happen. If God wants you to have it, then you'll have it. So that's really what I've learned. And things that I say that I want it, but I don't put that much effort into it, then I'm just not gonna get it, because I'm not putting effort in. I'm not doing everything I need to do to achieve that goal. So when I do put the maximum amount of effort in, and I do try my hardest at something, then it's more likely that I will achieve that and I will be able to reach that goal. So yeah, that's definitely something I learned in 2021. It's something that I did not really realize any other year before. So that's really great. And it's not just me, but I think that's everyone. When you work hard enough for something and it's meant for you, then you can have it. My third thing that I learned in 2021 is life is short and long at the same time. And so by that I mean life goes by really, really quickly, but then when you look at the grand scheme of it, let's say that you live a long time. Say if you live to be 85 or 90, that's a long time. Even though life goes by quickly and the days go by quickly, 90 years is a very long time. So because of that, that's why I say it's short and long at the same time. So that's why I believe, and that's why I learned, it's important to only spend time doing things that make you feel happy, and to only spend time with people who add to your happiness and add to your joy. Because you really don't want to be stuck in a miserable, unhappy situation, because life is long. So if you're stuck with friends who you just really don't connect with, or you're stuck at a job or doing some activity that you really hate or you just can't stand, that's gonna make life feel so much more longer, and you're gonna wake up every day feeling just so bad about your life because you're not doing what you really want to be doing, or you're not hanging out with the people who you really should be hanging out with. Just do what makes you happy, and make sure you pick the right friends, because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to pick the right friends. They pick friends based off superficial things, and then when it really comes down to it, you realize that you guys really don't have anything in common, and then you realize that you guys aren't meant to be friends, because because you don't really have any true commonalities or any real connection between you two. There's no way your friendship could last 20, 30, 40, 50 years because it was based off superficial things. That doesn't make for a lasting friendship or a lasting relationship. I kind of said this in my other video. Life's not about doing things that make you unhappy. So if you're in a situation or if you're hanging out with people who you know that in 20 or 30, 40 years, you know that you do not see yourself being in the same situation, you do not see yourself still associating yourself with these people, then cut them off. And I know that sometimes it's easier said than done. At least try to distance yourself from that thing or that person or that place so that it can help your peace of mind. Life is not about doing things that you don't really like or doing things that you don't really enjoy or hanging out with people who you don't enjoy or people that don't enjoy you. It's all about just being around people that truly love you and truly care about you and doing things and participating in things that you truly love or you just really like. That's what it's about. That's really what it's about. The fourth thing that I've learned in 2021 is that I want to be a businesswoman and entrepreneur. I kind of realized this my whole life, but I really do not see myself working a regular job, at least not for like years. Like when people ask me like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'll be like, I don't know. And I probably would just say teacher because both of my parents were teachers. My grandma was a teacher and all my aunts pretty much are teachers. So I'll just be like, oh, teacher. But I knew that I didn't want to be a teacher. Like I have no desire to be a teacher. And I love kids. Do I love kids? I like kids, but I really, really and truly do not have the patience to be a teacher. I really don't. It doesn't matter if it's little kids or high school kids. I don't have the patience for it. I don't want to work for anybody. I just never saw me working at a place. Like, where would I even work? I just don't see it. No. I just don't like the idea of taking orders from someone else, having to go off someone else's rules, having to put money in someone else's pocket, having to listen to someone else all the time and tell me what they think about this and telling me to do this and getting mad at me if I do something wrong. And I don't have time for all that. I just don't want to do that. I much rather work for myself and just do my own thing. Really, that's really what I want to do. Set my own hours throughout the day so that I could work for as long as I want or not work for as long as I want and still be making money. Because you can't do that if you work at a regular job, or I guess depending on what you do. But most jobs, that's not the case. Really just, want to work for myself. That's a goal for me. I'll get there one day. So 2021 just taught me like, you don't want to work for someone else. And of course I know after I graduate, I'm gonna have to get a job, like a regular job. I don't want to be there for a long time, at least not longer than a year. Whatever job I get after I graduate, I do not want to be working there longer than a year and a half. I want to be self-sufficient enough and making enough money to where I don't need to work that job anymore. So I'm gonna give myself a year and a half. And that might sound a little far-fetched, but like I said before, if I set my mind to something, if I set my mind on a goal, and if I'm ambitious and determined enough, then I can do it. So I'm speaking into existence. So yeah, I just don't want to work a regular job. I really don't. I just do not see that for myself, and I never have, even since I was a little girl. But now I'm able to like put the words to it. Even when I was 15, I was like, I don't see myself working. Like I just don't see it. And I was kidding when I said it. When I said it, I really meant like I just don't see myself working at a job. Yeah, ever since I was a little girl. Fifth thing that I learned in 2021 is that people's opinions are pretty much irrelevant. Now this is something I haven't mastered like fully, but like if someone has something negative to say and it doesn't serve you in any way, then it's okay to ignore it and dismiss it, especially if it's coming from someone who you don't even know. Now if it's constructive criticism from like someone who loves you and someone who knows you and they're just trying to help you, progress and they're trying to help you be better, then yeah, you can listen to that and you can respect their opinion. But if it's from a random on the internet, or it can be even in person, but someone who you're not even close to, someone who you don't know like that, someone voicing their opinion about you, it's like it doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant. And I don't know if I saw this or 2021 or 2020, but it was a video about how to not get offended when someone says something like negative to you. So basically it was like when someone says something to you and you don't like it, instead of getting mad, you ask yourself, okay, is this thing that this person said, is it true or is it not true? And if it is true, then you're just like, okay, that's true. And then you move on. But if it's not true, then you're like, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're just saying random stuff. They don't even know the facts. Then you realize that and then you move on. Basically, moral of the story is just irrelevant people's opinions, just they mean nothing. They mean nothing. like literally nothing. And when people have like haterish, negative things to say about you, they're projecting. It's coming from a place of insecurity. They hate themselves, they dislike themselves, they're miserable within themselves, so they feel the need to project that onto you. They feel the need to point out your insecurities, or they feel the need to say mean things about you to try to, it's called like leveling. They feel like so low about themselves, so if they see something about you and they're jealous, they feel the need to bring you down to their level so that it makes them feel better about themselves. People like that are miserable. You don't want to be around people like that. And just people like that who have negative stuff to say to you, you just gotta ignore it and not put too much energy into it. I know that's easier said than done, but you just gotta remember, like, this person's irrelevant. This person has nothing to do with me, and I have nothing to do with them. So whatever they have to say about me, it doesn't matter. You just have to remind yourself that they're miserable, so that's why they're saying it. They're trying to bring you down, but they can't bring you down. The only person that can bring you down is yourself. It's irrelevant. People are irrelevant at the end of the day. The last thing I learned in 2021 is that it's so important to be smart about money. So one thing in 2021 that I realized is that I really like to shop. I really love to go to the mall. Even if I don't necessarily buy anything, I just like to look. And I realized that I can go through $1,000 like it's nothing. I can spend $1,000 in a week and a half, like it's nothing. So then I realized, like, okay, maybe that's not good. Saving money is like really crucial. Like, don't spend all of it. And I have to tell myself that sometimes, like, don't spend all your money. So I can't just spend it all here on clothes and shoes. It's just, I just love going to the mall. I love buying new stuff. This is why, like, I need to like make a lot of money in my life so that I can just buy everything. I learned that I cannot spend money super recklessly. Like, I was so good at saving money when I was younger because I never wanted anything. Like, I literally never went to the mall because I just didn't want anything. But now I realize, like, saving money is so important. Don't just save it and just let it sit in your bank account, and don't just save it and let it just sit in your wallet and not doing anything. I learned in 2021 that it's important to invest your money so that you're spending money, but you're making more money than you already have if you invest properly, so that it can really turn into more money than you had originally. So that's extremely important. It's something that I'm going to do more of, or at least I want to do more of this year. 2021 taught me to have to be smarter about my money and not spend as much of it. So that's the goal for this year. That's going to be hard during the summer though, because the summer is when they have the cutest clothes. Ugh. Okay, that's the end of my video. Those are the 6 things that I learned in 2021. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me down below some of the things you learned in 2021. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video and turn on my post notifications so you be notified whenever I post a new video. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at Cameron_Martin_. Stay tuned for my next video on Tuesday. I love you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.